Welcome back. Let's get into our karakia and we will get stuck into the reading. Creator of our souls, thank you for bringing us together and for protecting and guiding us as we travel our journey throughout this lifetime. We ask for your support as we serve you for the greater good. Please bring to light that which needs healing, the darkness that needs forgiveness within ourselves and therefore others. Bless us with your presence through these messages and help the collective to understand your divinity within. Amen. Wow, I can feel my words starting to slur already. So let's get into it. I just want to do this a couple of times because I feel like it needs it. Even though I've already called him, I just feel like this energy that's coming through needs to be infused. This is strong. I can't wait to see what this is about. I didn't realize that. Just one card, please, and then we'll just select the rest from the top. One card for the situation. I didn't realize it was the full moon last night. Makes sense. Honestly, the last 2 nights, I don't know about anyone else, but I have not been able to sleep. So let me know what is going on for you with this full moon, because gosh, just waking up early hours of the morning, ping, totally awake. Anyway, situation is the Hermit. So this is this isolation, right, which I actually feel like with... Do I want to continue talking? Yes, I do. My apologies for being all over the place. There's this really strong energy coming through for this reading, and so I want that energy to direct to the reading, because at the end of the day, when I do deliver these messages to you, it is not from me, it is from Spirit, and I have requested for Spirit to take more of a lead in delivering these messages. So I need to allow them space to direct me as to how they want things to play out. So at the moment, they want me to continue talking about the Hermit. And particularly with the full moon in Leo right now, is that there is a sense of understanding where you stand, the place that you have in your life, right? The table that you want to sit at. And I'm not talking about other people's tables. I'm talking about creating your own table. Who do you want to sit with you at your table? And so in that regard, I feel as though there's a strong message here of taking the time to go within and feel that out. For some of you, it's the case that you already know who you want and who you don't want at that table. And it's not to say that you want anyone to be pushed out in the cold and starved or anything like that. It's just that you may be becoming very selective about who it is that you are sharing your energy with right now, which is a great way to be. And the other thing is that with the Hermit card, it's this sense of guiding your own way. And this could be why it's necessary to be selective, because those that you have at your table will support you in the direction that you wish to go. Those who don't support you and want you to go in a direction that benefits them rather than yourself, maybe are not your people. And that's not to say that people don't want to see you flourish and grow, because there's a difference between someone, if you want to embark on a journey that someone, and you go on that journey, that people, they'll miss you, obviously, if you say, like, if you decide to travel or whatever, right? They're going to miss you, but they still support you in that. And it's not that they're trying to hold you back from that, but they have emotions and grief over you departing, right? That's different. It's the ones that say, no, you don't want to do that. What do you want to do that for? That's a stupid idea. Stay here, do this, do that, So yeah, because that's actually what suits them. It's not what suits you. Okay. The other thing with this is that this is about you lighting your own path here, letting your own light guide the way. And notice here, I don't know if you can see this or not, but he has his eyes closed. Even though he's got the lamp there to guide his way, he has his eyes closed because he's tuning in. To me, that means he's tuning in and going, okay, which direction shall I go in now? The lamp is just to let him know where he's placing his feet, because it doesn't brighten up the whole area. It just brightens a few steps. It's kind of like this wants to come out. Yeah, look at this. Love this. See, this is this is what helps or holds you back, right? And that's the thing. There's a lot of choices that you have. What direction do you want to go in? And this is the fact of the matter, is that it could be really hard to decide. There's a message about temptation here, and that's something that is very important to be aware of. Okay, I'm going to come back to this. I want to just lay these out because I do want to see the bigger picture, and I don't want to get stuck on one storyline when there could be other storylines here, because it's not just one person that this message is for. Okay, so we've got your subconscious here, your influences. We've got the past over here. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the Chariot. This is the Hermit. We've already got 3 major arcana here. So this is huge. I love this also for the full moon. We have this as your goals or your ideals. Near future is the sun. How beautiful is that? Let's just move these. Just making sure, I'm trying to get this used to this angle. Bear with me. Okay, so we have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant in the place of your approach. 4 of Pentacles in your environment. The 9 of Pentacles in your what it is that you don't know. And the Temperance here. Oh, I love that. Considering that came out last night, that's the outcome. Interesting. Okay, so continuing with the 7 of Cups here, what helps or hinders you. This is the thing, right? We can get stuck in that analysis paralysis of trying to decide, and there's so many options that we can't decide. And I feel like this is the advice of the Hermit, is to go within and feel it out. What does it feel like if I choose this option? What does it feel like if I choose this option? And go with the feeling of it, because there's some options that is going to make you feel quite anxious and not at ease, and there's other options that it's going to make you feel quite relaxed. So be aware of that. Okay, also be aware of what, try and see things from the bigger picture, to take a step back, try and rise above to see what these options down the track could entail, because while they may seem very enticing in the present moment, there's also repercussions for selecting particular options. So I feel like all I'm saying is options. So make sure that whatever decision you make and whatever it is that you choose, that you're grounding yourself over that. Because sometimes, what glitters is not gold, right? There's some sort of saying in regards to that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I'm sure you'll know what that is. Okay, so your influences and your subconscious here is the Wheel of Fortune. So things are definitely turning around. Now, I feel like with this, we've got this is interesting because this comes right after the Hermit, right? In the tarot deck. So the fact that it is here and it's part of your influence, I feel like this is supporting the Hermit card and helping you to go in the right direction because things are turning, and this is where it's important to use this energy for you, because at the end of the day, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's always turning, right? And sometimes it's down and sometimes it's up, and remembering that this is a cycle. Okay, so in regards to all your options here, there's always a cycle. So no matter what you choose, there's it's always going to go in roundabouts. Yeah, so always bear that in mind, that you're not necessarily stuck or locked into anything. We always have a choice, always. Okay, and for some of you, it may feel like you're a little bit trapped, but if you really look outside, if you take a step back and look from a higher perspective, you'll realize that there's lots of other choices that you have. We can just get a little bit narrow minded sometimes and think that we don't have any other options, but in fact, we do. And another good thing to consider is that if a friend was coming to you with the same story, what would you advise them? What would you say? And take that from a general perspective, not one that you want to hear what you want someone to back you up on, right? What advice would you give? So in your past here, we have the Chariot. So there's something that okay, there's a direction that you have gone in, and this is influencing this situation right now. So you wouldn't obviously be here if you hadn't have gone in that particular direction. And I feel as though this is another step in this journey. And there's a sense of, there's this indecisiveness, and it's causing potentially a bit of anxiety. It may be something that you don't really want to move away from, because we have the goals and ideals and someone walking away, and you want to, okay, you want to go into in a certain direction to achieve your goals and head to what it is that you want to head towards, but there's a lot of work that you've actually put into something, and it's going to be a matter of leaving that behind potentially. For whoever I'm reading this for, this is a really hard choice to make. No, that is incorrect. I want to rephrase that. It's an easy choice to make, but it's difficult to let go of what it is that you have built. Yeah, because this person is going it alone, right? They're choosing to leave behind maybe family, maybe friends. This is about this sitting at the table, right? Who am I going to have at my table now? And that may not necessarily be because people are, not gelling with you anymore, but more than likely it could be. However, it's because you're going in another direction, and this may be internally as well. This may be the internal growth that you've done, and spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you've grown. And it's, because you've taken this other journey that other people haven't, who have been in your life potentially for a really long time. And so this is you now going in pursuit of what it is that you truly want. Your near future holds the sun here, right? So this is absolutely beautiful for you to arrive at. There's I want to say that with this, because these are two contrasting energies for me, and they're quite close together as if we look at time wise, I feel. And so I feel like there could be a little bit of inner child work and maybe a little bit of guilt of leaving, that it might be good to look at, so that you can help grow what it is that you're trying to achieve. And for some of you, you're feeling quite vulnerable, even though I've got this. It's so funny because I woke up today, it's not really funny, but I've had this pain in my neck, all day, and it just hits every now and then. So that could actually be relevant to someone. It could be that you're walking away from things, situations, or even people who you feel are a right pain in the neck. Because that just hit then as I went to talk about this. So, there's though the sense of vulnerability, because you are heading into something new and you are going on your own. So that can be a scary journey to take, even though it's what we want, it can still be very nerve-wracking. Yeah, your approach here, I feel as though actually there's someone that you would like a blessing from, and it could be as far as religion goes, but it could be from family, that you are looking to people to give their blessing on what it is that you want to embark upon, or what it is that you are, the journey that you are traveling. Because like I say, I feel like this may have started a while ago, right? And you're up to the next step, which is a huge part of the journey. Not that every step isn't, but this step particularly, because it is coming up right now, right? And it's like, I want to say to you that rather than seeking that validation from outside, seek it within. But I do also want to say to you that this journey is blessed. You are blessed, okay? Because with the major arcana that are happening here, this is something that you are meant to be traveling. And I think it is the case that you can feel that within. And otherwise, you would have stopped traveling it. The other thing I want to say in regards to that is, no matter what choice you make, there is no wrong choice. You can always change it and go in another direction. You can always change your mind. What we tend to do sometimes is not want to go back to where we came from, because we feel like we're losing face, and we don't want people to, those naysayers who turn around and go, see, told you it wouldn't work, told you you'd be back, blah blah blah, right? And so that can sometimes do us a disfavor. But if that's a choice that you end up making, remember what you have learned along the way, okay? And do what's best for you. Do what's best in here. Okay, so the next card we have here is this Four of Pentacles, and this is your environment. So there could be, I just want to say, there could be some stingy people around you. Some people potentially who are not sharing information for some reason. It's kind of like they have the knowledge. They actually have the knowledge of what it takes to get to where you want to go, but they're not sharing it and they're holding it within. It could also be that you're keeping your plans to yourself and you're moving silently. And maybe this is where this blessing is coming in here. You're getting the blessing to go from those who mean something to you, those who are important to you, to go so that you can move in silence. It could be for some of you that you're saving up to make this move and you're doing this privately. Nobody knows that you're doing it. For some of you, it could be that you're stashing money. I'm getting for somebody that this could be a situation or a relationship that is unhealthy and toxic, could even be work related, that you are moving away from and making sure that you have the reserves to do so. Yeah. Okay, so the next card we have here is the Nine of Pentacles here. And just let me gather myself here for a minute. This is what you don't know. This is something that it's important for you to understand, that this is the energy that you are moving towards, that you have that you embody. Actually, it's already within you. It's a matter of, this is Yeah, I see. Because this here is like this holding something to yourself, right? Not keeping. I want to say exposing, not exposing the gifts that you have within you. But I feel as though when you do, you will step into abundance. Whoever that message is for, you will know. You will know because there's fear. There's fear of being ridiculed. There's fear of people, there's sort of this imposter syndrome going on as well, I feel. But just remember, like, pentacles are about your values. You know, what value are you putting on yourself? Because if you're not going to open up and release that, then how much value, are you saying what you're worth in that case, right? Because it's the same with me coming on here and doing these readings a different way. It's kind of like, this is actually how I work, but I feel like people expect it to be this way. And I'm sort of like, no, whoever is meant these messages are for are going to come and see this and they're going to know, and it's going to be for them. Is it going to be for everybody? Absolutely not. However, and it's the same with your work, is everybody going to embrace that? No, because there's something else out there for them, just as there's something else out there for you, right? And that's what you're on your journey to go to. And so, in that regard, I feel as though you are able to step into this and stand in your power. Really stand in that and honor that and radiate that out, right? We have the Temperance here as the outcome. And I feel like with this being the outcome here, just wanting to get the energy from this because, yeah, I'm noticing here the head. See this head here, how there's this vibration or this frequency coming from the head, and I feel like this is your connection. Actually, I want to say in regards to that, and whatever it is that you do and you step into, make sure you're doing that in moderation. Make sure you're not overdoing it, okay? Because the thing is that even though you are able to step into this abundance, it's important for you to remain focused and grounded, okay? Because the Temperance comes before the Devil. So there's always the risk of going into that sort of toxic kind of energy of overdoing things and stepping outside that moderation and completely just overkill kind of thing, right? So be aware of that as well, okay? But let's confirm, let's get, not confirm, but expand on the messages here. So I actually don't want to take that because I haven't actually set the intention here. So let me just do this. Yeah, I feel like there's more with this Temperance here that's going to come out. Stuck. There's some kind of stuckness. Let things flow, though. This is, I feel like, letting go of control somehow. But yeah. Okay, so, right. Let's have a look. So Hermit, we want one to jump out for the Hermit, please. Just one. Tell me about the Hermit for this situation, for whoever this reading is for. Thank you. Transformation, absolutely. Look at this. Here's the thing, right? You have everything that you need. Absolutely everything. You don't need anything else. The other thing that I am noticing here is I'm noticing this phoenix rising from the ashes and then the wings on the Temperance. It just felt like there was a connection there of you being able to rise up, but doing that in moderation, knowing that everything that you do have is there for you to utilize in the way that it is intended, to not go overboard with anything. And I just want to mention here that also with the ego, not going overboard with the ego, even holding things to your chest, right? Not holding too much, not being, holding it so far that actually it begins to hinder you. Okay, so seven, what am I doing? I need to go that way. 7 of Cups, one card. Compromise. See, this is the thing. You may have had an idea of an option that you wanted and it's not in front of you, so you may need to compromise. Okay, this could be compromising with another person, and this could be a bit of stubbornness on each part. I also want to say though that there could be things starting to open up. So it could be the case that there's an option there which may not be exactly what you want in the present moment, but it's going to lead to what you want. And that's why it came through before about looking at the bigger picture and looking down the track to see what those options are going to lead to, because you may miss an opportunity that you don't realize is actually going to give you everything that you are aiming for. And the other thing is that make sure that you don't spend your entire time trying to decide, toing and froing, and then some of the options drop off and you miss out. Okay, so tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune for the influence, or what? Okay, adventure. So this is the sense of adventure that you want, right? There's sort of like maybe this feeling of stuckness, and you're looking around you and going, this can't be all there is. There's got to be more than this. What is out there? I want to go and find it, right? And so that is awesome because you're actually taking those steps to go and do that. So this incredible. I love this because it's so easy to stay stuck in that energy and just go, it's just easier to stay here. But there's something more inside of you that wants more. It's like this food for the soul, and it's there, and you don't maybe even know what that looks like, but you're going after it. And this is the thing, once you find it, take it in moderation, because there's plenty. Okay, there's plenty. Yeah. I love actually that this came up in the situation yesterday, and then now it's come up in the outcome. That is fantastic. Anyway, the past here is the Chariots, about the going forward, right? So give me one card about the Chariot. One card about the Chariot. Here's the wings again, I'm noticing. See on here, there is the wings again. Interesting. So this is really about you spreading your wings, right? Flying high, knowing and having faith that you can do that. Yeah, look at this. Breakthrough. Breaking through those restrictions and that box that's kept you confined for all of this time. So this is incredible. I love this energy. Okay, 8 of Cups. What have we got for the 8 of Cups and the goals and ideals? Oh, look at that. Landed right on it. Perfect. Tuning in. Okay, so this, I like that. This is about you taking the time and taking time, right? Taking your time. Don't rush into anything, not rushing, just taking it step by step by step. And look at this person just tuning in and listening to themselves. All these other people here, all these other voices here, having their 2 cents worth, but no, she's just sitting here calming all her emotions and going within and deciding for herself. So I absolutely love this. Walking away from everything that no longer serves you and going within and taking a step forward based on that. Perfect. Okay, your future, near future, the Sun for the near future. Tell me more about the Sun for the near future, please. Beyond illusion. Love this. This is really opening you up to a world that I don't even know if you dreamed was possible. And this is part of this transformation at the beginning, right? Because this person is this butterfly, these butterfly wings around them. So this is actually, I think, going to exceed your expectations, to be honest with you. Okay, so your approach. Hierophant. And the way you're approaching things with this. Oh, we had 2 cards. Okay, I'm going to take both of them because of the way they flew out. And we have exhaustion and stress. Yeah. I feel as though this is about you leaving that behind, finding new ways to not let this get to you. Okay, I feel like this could actually be you adopting. How do I word this, please? This is about you adopting new beliefs. It could even be in a spiritual sense of some sort, or going and seeking advice from someone wise as to how to come away from this as you continue along this journey. Because all these voices here, although you're turning in to listen to yourself, they can still have an impact and they can still run around in our head. This could also be the voices in your head telling you this, that, and everything else, and it could be absolutely wearing you out. Okay, this could also be from the journey that you are tired and exhausted and stressed, and it's a matter of, you know, this is me trying to be a rap artist again. This is you finding another way to get to where it is that you want to go. And I really, really like that. Do we want one more card for this? One more card for this. Hierophant, stress and exhaustion. This is about you finding a way to put everything in place, right? Not losing your rag. Finding a way to release what it is that you no longer need and internally, right? So this is, yeah, I love that. I don't think we need another card for that. Okay, so the 4 of Pentacles. Tell me more about the 4 of Pentacles. Perfect. Morality. Yeah, see, this is still this holding on, right? So this is really about you letting go. Okay, because what's happening is you're actually restricting yourself. But I feel like this is interesting because, okay, this is the environment you're stepping out of. This is what you're coming away from and going towards. And yeah, in that regard, I want to say about this, though, just coming back to this, is that it could be about you maybe getting some professional help just to help with what it is, the stress and exhaustion of this confinement that you have experienced, potentially in a toxic environment, especially if that is your story. That could be for some of you. Yeah. This could also be financial abuse, someone withholding finances from you. Okay, abundance. This is what you need to know with the abundance. Harmony. This is going to bring you harmony. And this is opening yourself up to receive what it is that you deserve, and also knowing that you're worth that, letting your gifts come out, standing in that power of who you truly are in order to reach the harmony that you are seeking. I love that. Okay, temperance. Give me one card for temperance here, please. One card for temperance and the outcome. Tell us more about this. Beautiful. This actually was the ending yesterday, I'm sure. 2 of Cups. This is absolutely gorgeous. And this could be definitely in regards to a relationship. Could be the relationship with people around you, those you've come away from. It could be, you know, that you've left a relationship and this is what you're seeking, happy family, you know. And in order to do that, when you are in this energy, this is what you are going to match with, you know. And this is where the journey is totally worth it, because regardless, because this person, they can do it on their own. They don't actually need anybody else. But if anyone else steps into the picture, they make the choice whether that person matches with them or not, because they are already in control so much of their life that they don't need anybody else. And it's not just financially, it's emotionally, spiritually, everything, right? And so in that regard, they have the harmony within. Their heart is already in harmony, and that actually helps to also settle their mind from this kind of energy here. Yeah, so this is absolutely where you are heading towards, and I imagine that this will be your goal. And then you have this, which is the equivalent to the Two of Cups. So this is about coming together with like-hearted people, right? Like-minded people, those who share your ambitions, your goals, your values, everything. So this is absolutely beautiful. I adore this for you. Okay, so in light of the new moon, pun intended. Oh, stuck again. Let's have a look. Let's pull a Moonology card, and just for an extra message here to see what else Spirit wants to tell you. And I'll read it from the book as well. Okay, one card, please. Thank you. Love it. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Beautiful. Okay, let's have a look at this. I just opened to You Are Good Enough, which came out last in the new moon, I think. So just, yeah, extra message there. So let's have a look. Luck is on your side. So the order it goes in. Oh, yeah, okay. So what number are we? 58. Beautiful. I need my... Oh, I need my big googly thing so I can read the writing. Yes, I'm at that age. Don't judge me. Okay, so I'll turn it this way. I think that's better. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. Love it. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. But be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the Wheel of Fortune is still spinning. Isn't that hilarious? This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others, or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up, if that's something you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your world view. Okay, attune to the moon. Count your blessings, literally. Write them down or say them out loud. Additional meanings for this card. You need to laugh more. This is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Don't be narrow-minded. Start a week of gratitude practice via Facebook or a journal or blog. Okay, so the teaching of this card. Sagittarius is the sign of fun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest. It's the sign of big ideas. It's the energy, it's expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. The new moon in Sagittarius exudes all this, as does this card whenever you draw it. Nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy by expecting the best. I love that. And the fact of the matter is, like, whether it has anything to do with the new moon in Sagittarius or not, what is going on here, it could very well be that this is when you get to that place, or it could be that this is when you decide to embark on the journey. And maybe your question was, when should I go? And maybe you think, oh, find out when the new moon in Sagittarius is and go, actually, that's it. That works imperfectly, or maybe it's just the message. But anyhow, so yeah, that's your reading. I hope that resonated for you. If it did, please give us a thumbs up. It's always so cringy to try and say that, but I know it helps. But also, I want to say, please share this video with somebody, because at the end of the day, these messages are meant for the collective, so there may be somebody who actually needs to hear this. So if someone is in this situation, may very well help them. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. Take care of your beautiful self. See you. Bye-bye.